We've given you some sport, and we're going to give you some business. On the business block, I will connect to Bright for the business.
Good morning and welcome to the business news update here on the First Live on GNTV, and this is the business blog with me, Nana Kwesi Amaning. I'm going straight to our first story for the morning, where Energy Minister Boachi Ejako has given indications that the Ministry of Energy will focus on ensuring that more Ghanaians take advantage of investment opportunities in the petroleum sector. The local content and participation policy for the downstream sector was submitted to Cabinet for consideration in 2017 and approved in 2018.
Although the local content and participation policy for the downstream sector was submitted to Cabinet for consideration, the draft policy is yet to be passed into law by Parliament. The policy seeks to, among other things, increase local investment and create more jobs in the petroleum sector. Launching the 2017 Petroleum Industry Report, Boachi Ejako, the Minister of Energy, noted there is the need to increase Ghanaian participation in the petroleum sector. Local content and local participation policy for the downstream sector was one of the key issues discussed at Cabinet's 30th meeting held last month. The policy was prepared by the Energy Ministry in consultation with the key stakeholders in the industry over a period of 3 years and has undergone several reviews and consultations to make it acceptable for all stakeholders. According to Boachi Ejako, it is government's vision to achieve a minimum of 51% Ghanaian equity participation, local content and participation policy for the downstream sector in all aspects of the petroleum downstream value chain, adding that government is implementing this policy to attract global investments, create more job opportunities and indigenize knowledge, expertise and technology in the petroleum downstream sector. The local content policy, if passed into law, will require that existing petroleum providers operating in the country will ensure full compliance within a maximum of 10 years from the date of implementation.
Now, President Nana Kwesi has been talking about the mining companies, and according to him, the value chain of mining had huge potential for job creation, and the government intends to tap into it to develop the Ghanaian economy.
Speaking at the opening of the 2018 West African Mining and Power Conference and Exhibition in Accra, the President of the Republic of Ghana, Nana Kwesi, intimated it was time the trend where almost all the input in the mining sector is imported is reversed. He observed mining tools and equipment being imported into the country could be produced locally and thus keep the large funds used to procure them in the domestic market. President Akufo-Addo indicated the mining sector ought to be a captive market for government's One District, One Factory initiative and help address the unemployment situation and grow the country's manufacturing sector. He further noted that job creation must be stimulated in an integrated manner through the value chain of the extractive sector, as the extractive sector was no longer a large employer of labor due to the improvement in the deployment of technology and innovation.
Now, the implementation of the single window system has increased government's revenue by 24% over the past 2 years, rising from 744 billion Ghana cedis in 2015 to C975 billion in 2017. The Ghana Revenue Authority Customs Division monthly input revenue performance data for the period has reviewed.
For the first 4 months of this year, the total amount of revenue realized from imports stands at 3.59 billion Ghana cedis, a development that portends an increase in total revenue to be collected by customs at the end of the year. If the first 4 months revenue of 2018 is compared with the same period last year, negative 3.21 billion cedis revenue is up by 11.7%. The JRA projects to achieve a 30% 30% growth in revenue by the end of the year. The improved revenue performance depicts the synergy that has built at the country seat. The improved revenue performance depicts the synergy that has been built at the country's sea. The improved revenue performance depicts the synergy that has been built at the country's sea and airport by various service providers to ensure a seamless process, reduce time and cost of doing business at the port. Ghana's Maritime Trade Review 2017, published by the Ghana Shippers Authority, shows that Ghana sustained its maritime trade performance in 2017 amid uncertainties in the aftermath of elections and weak export commodity prices. Ghana's seaborne trade volume increased by 15.9% in 2017 over the year 2016, and the outlook for 2018 is a growth of about 10% in cargo throughput.
That's it for business this morning here on the Business Block Live on GNTV, on the first show here on GNTV with me, Nana Kwesi Amaning. So you can follow us on the various social media platforms on Facebook, on Instagram, and on Twitter, or on GNTV GH, and streaming live on YouTube at GNTV GH. Have a good morning and have a good business day. Learn to invest and learn to save.
On Twitter and other places, social media handles. And here, my Duchess Pamela Boateng is coming up with the morning trends. Do stay and enjoy what we have for you.
A father is someone who holds you when you cry.